I decided to make this video because I felt very compelled that I needed to say something, that I needed to stand for what God says. I know God's heart. It is my heart. It is the same heart. It is my heart that God has given me. And I know what he says about life for the unborn, the billions of babies that have been aborted. I know when I speak from experience, many of you have heard my testimony, but many of you have not. Years ago in 1974, I was facing a decision I had to make. I had already scheduled an abortion to have my baby aborted because I just saw the problem. I saw this baby as a big problem. But I remember sitting at the edge of my bed and I was crying. The tears were flowing down my face. And I remembered when I was little that I used to go to church, and I remembered the Sunday school teachers would tell me and tell us and teach that God is love. And if you have a problem, you can go to God. And that day at the edge of my bed, I was crying. And I cried out to God and I said, God, I have this problem. I'm about to abort this baby, but I don't know what to do. I was so in the dark. I was so discouraged. All I saw was just heaviness, and I couldn't have this baby. But I called out to God, and God is so real. He is so personal. If you've never believed in God, you've got to listen to this. I was there, and as I cried out to God, I picked up my Bible, which I never opened. I never opened my Bible at that time. And I said, God, I know the answer is here in your word. Give me the answer. Give me the answer I need right now. And out of all the thousands of scriptures in the Bible, God helped me to open up to this chapter in verse 32 in Deuteronomy. He says, see now that I myself am he. There is no God beside me. I put to death and I bring to life. God let me know right then that it wasn't up to me to put to death. It wasn't up to me. And there are many women today that have believed the lie from the enemy that they have a choice, that they can put to death this baby. But God says no. He says he has the power. It is only within him that he gives life. And I had my daughter Jennifer, and she's so beautiful, so precious. Many of you know her. She's been a blessing to many. God is using her. God saved her because he loved her. He wanted her. And she's a miracle, and God touched her, and God saved Nicholas and Kaylin, her children. He saved them from death because they wouldn't even exist if Jennifer didn't exist. They're all miracles. And God wanted those babies to live, because just like Jennifer that would touch lives, they would have been able to touch lives. And so I just sharing with you God's heart, which is my heart also. And also there's a scripture in Deuteronomy chapter 30. This day I call the heavens and the earth as witnesses against you, that I have set before you life and death, blessings and curses. Now choose life, so that you and your children may live, and that you may love the Lord your God. Listen to his voice and hold fast to him. For the Lord is your life, and he will give you many years in the land that he swore to give your fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That day I decided to listen to his voice. That day I listened to God as he told me to choose life. So I pray this election, as you make your vote, that you will make it count for God's heart, that you will listen to his voice. Forget about the economy. Forget about all those things. Listen to what God says. He loves these children. They are his babies. Choose life. Choose life, that you may live and your children may live too. Thank you.